An American tourist identified as John Allen Chow, 27 years old, has reportedly been killed by the Sentinelese tribes. Very disturbing news from the Andamans, but several unanswered questions as well. We're going to continue to track the story very closely.
Number 1. The Sentinelese, world's most secluded tribe. North Sentinel Island is home to the mysterious Sentinel tribe, which gained widespread attention when a U.S. citizen was reportedly killed by them while trying to breach their secluded habitat's boundaries. This incident sparked serious discussions about the tribe, shrouded in mystery due to the limited knowledge available about them. Efforts by outsiders to interact with the Sentinels have always been met with fierce resistance. A notable instance occurred in 1974 when a National Geographic director, attempting to document the tribe, was attacked by its members. Known for their hostility, the Sentinels even shot arrows at an Indian aircraft flying over the island during the 2004 tsunami, protesting any unwarranted attempts to survey their activities. At that time, the island was believed to harbor a population of around 8,000 people. The historical context reveals British attempts to colonize the territory and nearby islands in the 1800s, a period marked by the Sentinels' fierce resistance to external intrusion. Despite this background, the exact population size of the tribe remains elusive, with estimates ranging from 50 to 150 individuals. Their isolation serves as both their shield and vulnerability. With limited exposure to the outside world, they have minimal immunity to diseases that could be introduced from external sources. This susceptibility to external viruses has raised concerns among observers, fearing that any contact might expose the Sentinels to deadly diseases, potentially leading to the tribe's annihilation and extinction. The delicate balance of their existence depends on maintaining a distance from the threats posed by the outside world. Number 2. The Chukchi tribe. This tribe is noteworthy because they are the only ones in Russia who have never been conquered by the Russian people, indicating they must be quite formidable. Historically, Russia has repeatedly attempted to subdue the Chukchi people over hundreds of years, but despite some casualties, they never succeeded. Today, the Chukchi live relatively undisturbed in the Chukchi Peninsula, located in the far north of Russia, parallel to Alaska. It is extremely cold there, and anyone who can endure those harsh conditions year-round is not to be trifled with. The resilience and tenacity of the Chukchi people truly set them apart. Number 3. Asmat tribe. In the mangrove thickets of Papua New Guinea lives the Asmat tribe, a community of about 65,000 people who reside in villages, each with an average population of around 2,000 inhabitants. Known for their intriguing yet chilling customs, they have gained a notorious reputation as both headhunters and cannibals, consuming human flesh and brains. Remarkably, the skulls of their victims are used in the tribe's rituals as ceremonial objects, pillows, souvenirs, and even makeshift spoons. Despite their cannibalistic practices, the tribe displays a peculiar sense of appreciation, adding another layer to their customs. Their cannibalism was not random. It was marked by a specific selectivity. They conducted their cannibalistic acts with precision, targeting individuals whose names held significance. In a strange twist, they collected the names of their victims, believing that by consuming their flesh, they absorbed not only their strength, but also their essence. Further exploring this transmigration of identity, it is revealed that the cannibals themselves did not have individual names. Instead, they took on the names of their victims, creating a cycle where the consumed became the consumer. Children in the tribe remained unnamed until they embarked on their first hunt, highlighting the importance of names in their complex ritual. The rules for these rites were straightforward. To participate in the cannibalistic ritual, they needed to know the name of their intended victim. Only after consuming the flesh of the chosen person could they claim the right to adopt that person's name. These hunts typically involved aggressive raids on rival villages or unsuspecting visitors, turning the act into a suspenseful expedition. One chilling episode in Asmat history was immortalized by researcher Carl Hoffman in his book Savage Harvest. Number 4. Dislala Tribe. The Kurubo, also referred to as the Dislala Tribe, are infamous for their massive clubs, which they use as battering sticks. Known for being one of the most reclusive tribes globally, the Kurubo strongly resist outside contact. Visually intimidating, the tribe members paint their bodies red using dye from the ruku plant. Residing in the western Amazon basin, the Kurubo frequently engage in violent conflicts with neighboring tribes, wielding their clubs lethally. Additionally, they skillfully use poison darts. The tribe's hostility towards outsiders is evident. In recent years, they have killed 3 loggers and Funai workers, an organization aiming to safeguard indigenous tribes in Brazil. Brazilian adventurer Sidney Passuelo, along with journalist Paul Raphael, is the primary source of information about this tribe, having made contact with them for the first time in 1996. The Dislala are considered one of the few tribes still isolated from the modern world. Despite this, they have had some violent encounters with neighboring communities. The main tribe consists of about 150 members, while a smaller offshoot has roughly 24 people. The division within the tribe occurred when some members wanted to establish contact with nearby settlements, but the majority opposed the idea. They hunt and fight with clubs and occasionally use poison darts. They live in communal huts called malakas and typically work for 5 hours a day. The tribe practices infanticide and decorates their bodies with red dye from the ruku plant. Their knowledge of agriculture is basic, and their diet includes corn, fish, birds, wild pigs, and fruit. Malaria is the leading cause of death in the tribe. Number 5. The Angori sect. The Angori sect is notorious for their macabre worship practices. They incorporate a corpse in their rituals and frequently intimidate people with threats of cannibalism. I would be absolutely petrified. The reporter begins to ask questions, but they are not received well. Listen closely. I think I would be scared out of my wits. This sect is highly secretive and generally avoids interacting with others. Not exactly a tribe in the traditional sense, but rather a chilling tale of a terrifying jungle gang. This eerie group is shrouded in mystery, making their story even more unsettling and horrifying. Number 6. Skeleton Clan. Observing this tribe would give you chills, and encountering them in person would likely make you want to flee. The tribe resides in a secluded mountainous region of Papua New Guinea and first made contact with the outside world in 1934. Within their DNA lies a perplexing trait that confounds scientists, suggesting an unknown lineage or perhaps an otherworldly origin. What distinguishes this tribe is not only their genetic puzzle, but also their striking physical appearance. The skeleton clan deliberately shapes their bodies to resemble skeletal figures, creating a spectacle where bones seem to emerge from beneath their skin. Particularly notable is the luminosity of their eyes, a feature that defies conventional adornments like makeup and contact lenses. Residing in the mountainous embrace of Kundiawa, perched at an altitude of around 2,000 meters above sea level, the skeleton clan exists in a realm separate from the ordinary. Their unique appearance influences their interactions with neighboring tribes, often marked by historical aggression and deadly clashes. Despite their inclination towards isolation, scientists have managed to delve into the mystery of the skeleton clan through painstaking DNA analysis. Their research has revealed the presence of an unidentified gene, raising intriguing questions about human evolution and possible cosmic origins. As we ponder the mysteries hidden within Papua New Guinea's mountains, we are led to wonder if there are more undiscovered aspects of humanity concealed in the forests. Could there be mythical beings akin to King Kong roaming in these remote wildernesses beyond our understanding? Number 7. Cargo cults. This story is truly frightening. It begins with Stephen Tari, a man who amassed thousands of followers in the jungles of Papua New Guinea, urging them to join his sect. Dressed in white robes, Tari would stand on a rock, preaching his unique gospel and calling himself Black Jesus. His cult lived in the jungle, resembling a tribe, and Tari, as their leader, frequently conducted ritual human sacrifices. On one such occasion, he killed a virgin, whom he referred to as his flower girl, and encouraged his followers to drink her blood. One mother recounted being forced to consume her daughter's blood. Eventually, the cult turned on him, and he was killed in 2013. Number 8. Asaro Tribe. The Asaro tribe, affectionately known as the Mud People, presents a stark contrast to indigenous tribes often portrayed as violent aggressors. Instead, they employ a distinctive and non-violent approach when faced with formidable adversaries, whom they refer to as ghosts in their native tongue. Mastering the art of instilling fear through their appearance and physical presence, they cover themselves entirely in natural swamp mud, each adorned with a menacing mud mask on their heads. Moving with deliberate slowness reminiscent of a trance-like state, armed with traditional weapons like bows, spears, or clubs, they create an atmosphere of intimidation. Imagine encountering such a group deep in the jungle. The mere sight would send chills down anyone's spine. The origins of this clever strategy can be traced back to the Asaro tribe's history of frequent clashes with hostile neighboring tribes. Seizing upon an idea, they transformed themselves into spectral figures concealed in, successfully deceiving their attackers, who mistook them for vengeful spirits and fled in fear. Recognizing the effectiveness of this peaceful tactic in avoiding bloodshed, the tribe has embraced this tradition across generations. Crafted by skilled artisans, each mud mask is a unique piece of art, often featuring tusks or fangs to enhance their terrifying appearance. Number 9. The Cuyareño people. The Cuyareño people, also known as the Namale, are a nomadic hunter-gatherer indigenous tribe residing in the most secluded areas of the Amazon rainforest. Predominantly, they inhabit the Manu National Park in Peru's Madre de Dios region and communicate in a dialect of the Piro language. Their population is estimated to be between 100 and 250, an increase from the 1970s estimate of about 20 to 100. Generally, they avoid interaction with outsiders, which is understandable. In the 1890s, Peruvian robber baron Carlos Fitzcarrald ordered his army to massacre most of the tribe in the upper Manu River area. The survivors retreated to remote forest areas, where they have remained ever since. Nonetheless, they have been spotted frequently in recent years. They set up camps on the Las Piedras riverbanks during the dry season for fishing, while in the wet season, they stay deep in the rainforest. Although they usually steer clear of non-native people, there have been exceptions. In 2013, the BBC reported that some members of the tribe had been requesting food from villagers. To protect them from modern diseases, the Peruvian government has prohibited contact with them. Number 10. Korowai Tribe. Deep within the thick forests of Indonesia, a tribe exists, the last remnants of cannibals living deep within the forest. Their lifestyle reflects that of their ancestors from an astonishing 10,000 years ago, a living time capsule untouched by modern civilization and technology. This isolated community, numbering about 3,000 individuals, faces a reality devoid of contemporary conveniences. With no access to medical care or doctors, their average lifespan is merely 50 years. They believe death is caused by an entity named Kakua, a demon that takes on the appearance of loved ones to deceive and bring about death. As a result, their rituals involve sacrificing those thought to be under Kakua's influence, with the flesh of these victims becoming sustenance for the entire clan. It wasn't until the 1970s that the outside world discovered the mysterious Korowai tribe. In an unexpected turn, a group of researchers stumbled upon this hidden community deep in the jungle, shrouded in mystery for millennia. When the natives saw these outsiders, their initial reaction was one of astonishment and fear, mistaking the researchers for spectral apparitions. It's remarkable that such a prehistoric enclave persists in the internet age, untouched by the relentless march of time. This tribe's existence, unknown to the global community until recently, is a testament to the resilience of ancient traditions. The images and insights into their lives were made possible because the French guide who led the outsiders to this hidden realm managed to escape, becoming part of their feasts. Thus, this tribe emerges as one of the most notorious cannibal tribes in history, captivating us with their existence on the fringes of time. Number 11. Dasana Tribe. A profound understanding of the Dasana tribe, situated in the expansive western Amazon basin, has been unearthed through the endeavors of Brazilian explorer Sidney Passuelo, who made initial contact with the tribe in 1996, and the insightful observations of journalist Paul Raphael. This distinctive community stands as one of the last remaining groups living in near-complete isolation from modern society. Despite occasional clashes with neighboring groups, the primary Dasana tribe, consisting of approximately 150 individuals, remains a testament to their unique way of life. A smaller offshoot of around 24 members emerged due to internal divisions, with some seeking interaction with nearby settlements while others resisted such engagement. Armed solely with traditional tools like clubs and occasionally employing poison springs, the tribe primarily sustains itself through hunting. Interestingly, on rare occasions, they utilize modern weaponry during encounters. Their daily routine involves around 5 hours of labor, and communal huts known as malakas serve as their primary dwellings. While they observe formal religious practices, there have been reports of sporadic instances of violence. Both men and women decorate themselves with red dye sourced from the ruku plant, symbolizing their distinct cultural identity. In defiance of modern conveniences, the Dasana tribe thrives by cultivating a diverse diet that includes corn, fish, birds, wild pigs, and fruits. Their rudimentary understanding of agriculture aids in their survival, yet malaria remains a significant threat, being the primary cause of death within their community. Through the explorations of Passuelo and the insights of Raphael, the Dasana tribe emerges as a captivating enclave, delicately balancing the preservation of their unique lifestyle with the challenges posed by interactions with the outside world. Number 12. Machu Picchu Tribe. In the heart of the Peruvian jungle, nestled close to the Brazilian border, lies the mysterious Machu Picchu tribe, also known as the Mash Capiro clan, or the Karu people. Isolated from the outside world for an astonishing 600 years, these tribal communities have maintained their ancient way of life, living harmoniously amidst the untouched wilderness that envelops them. However, a recent turn of events has shattered their isolation. Driven by urgent needs for sustenance, tools, and hunting gear, they have turned to raiding nearby settlements. Sadly, this collision of cultures has resulted in tragic outcomes. Leonardo Perez, a 20-year-old, became a casualty of the tribe's struggle for survival when he was fatally wounded by an arrow, his possessions coveted by the tribe's people. This distressing incident mirrors the fate of Charcoal Flores, an Amit Ena Indian, a local guide in 2011. The once impenetrable barrier between the Mash Capiro people and the outside world is slowly dissolving. Charcoal Flores had spent 20 years fostering a connection with the Machu Picchu tribe, supplying them with essential tools like machetes and cookware, hoping to persuade them to abandon their nomadic ways. Their interactions with neighboring indigenous groups are increasing, offering glimpses into a realm long shielded from time's passage. Remarkably, reports indicate that this year alone, the tribe has been sighted an unprecedented 100 times. Deputy Minister of Culture Patricia Bala notes the profound impact of these encounters, with some tribe members forsaking their forest home to integrate with the neighboring Yan Indians, who share a similar language. Number 13. Akuntsu Tribe. In ancient times, the ancestors of the Anotsu shared the expansive Rondonia rainforests with many tribes, living harmoniously in nature's embrace. They reside in simple communal homes called mokas, proficiently hunting wild pigs and buffaloes. Additionally, they cultivate small gardens yielding corn and cassava. Traditionally, They sustain themselves by gathering wild fruits and occasionally fishing in nearby creeks. Today, they are confined to a small area surrounded by imposing cattle ranches, posing a threat to the Anatsu's survival as the last remnants of their once thriving community. Despite their predicament, they steadfastly uphold their customs. Wooden flutes, skillfully crafted by the Anatsu, play a vital role in their ceremonies and dances. Using palm fiber, they intricately fashion anklets and armbands and ingeniously repurpose discarded pesticide containers into colorful plastic necklaces. During celebrations, they adorn their bodies with urukum and natto dyes, adding vibrancy and symbolism to their rituals. As they confront the encroaching modernization, their resilience and cultural heritage serve as a testament to the enduring spirit of a people on the verge of disappearing. Number 14. Moken Tribe. The Moken are an Austronesian ethnic group living in the Andaman Islands, the western coast of Thailand, and the Mergui Archipelago in Myanmar. Their population is about 3,000 people. The Moken are a nomadic people comprising several tribes, some of which are truly unique. These tribes hardly ever set foot on land, living at sea on wooden boats called kabang. Their bodies have seemingly evolved to be perfect for underwater fishing. Moken can hold their breath for several minutes while diving. Scientists have discovered that their spleen, which is much larger than that of other people on Earth, helps them in this endeavor. Moreover, seawater does not irritate their eyes' mucous membranes, allowing them to see clearly underwater. These features are truly amazing. According to Moken legends, their ancestors once lived on land and were subjects of a king whose daughter was taken by the sea. The king was so grief-stricken that he ordered all Moken to go to sea in search of her and not return without the princess. Since then, these tribes have roamed the sea in the hope of someday finding the king's daughter. Scientists do not believe such a story. After conducting DNA research on the Moken, they found that people from these tribes are descendants of Austro-Melanesians who used to inhabit the Rai archipelago in Indonesia. These people also led a nomadic lifestyle and engaged in hunting and gathering on land. However, over time, some of them moved to the sea to engage in fishing. For the Moken, boats serve as their homes. They cook food on them, small rooms are used to put children to sleep, and of course, they roam the sea. A family of 5 can live on one such boat. Life on the water is full of dangers. Moken often find themselves in the epicenter of natural disasters and perish. For this reason, some of the tribes have resigned themselves to life on land. All these factors affect the number of aquatic sea dwellers, and over time, there are fewer and fewer Moken dedicated to their traditions. Number 15. Suri Tribe. The Suri tribe, located in the borderlands between South Sudan and Ethiopia, is a community deeply connected to agricultural practices. Situated in the southwest of Ethiopia, specifically in the Omo region of the Southern Nations, Nationalities and Peoples region, SNNPR, the Suri people, numbering around 34,000, are also known as Surma. This ethnic group is divided into 2 main factions, the Mursi and Chai. Additionally, a third subgroup, the Bal or Balesi or Kipo, extends into the Republic of South Sudan. The region's history echoes back to 1897 when Imperial Ethiopian troops entered the Suri area, leading to its formal incorporation into Ethiopia. Following this, the region became a focal point for cattle raids by both Highlanders and Imperial troops stationed in newly established villages. Historically, Suri society was led by elders of the ruling age grade and chiefs or priests known as Kamoru. However, it has since transformed, integrating into the broader administrative structure of national Ethiopia and relinquishing some of its autonomy to state control. Spiritually, the Suri people revere the supreme sky deity Tumu, with the Kamoru acting as a mediator between the people and Tumu, channeling prayers for rain and fertility. Suri religious practices are predominantly clan-centric, honoring clan-line ancestors for their supposed special abilities and lasting influence on the well-being and destinies of contemporary individuals. Thanks for watching this video. Let us know which tribe did you find the scariest? And oh, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of our videos.